Good morning students. Today we are discussing next topic, that is noise and music. So first of all we are discussing about noise. So what is noise? Noise means a sound which does not have a pleasant sensation on the ears, or you can say that sound that appears unpleasant to us, that is called noise. And for example, the sound produced by various machines and the sound of too many people talking at the same time, that is called, that are the examples of noise. And the bark of a dog and the sound of supersonic aircraft, these are the examples of noise. So now we are discussing about music. So what is music? Sound that appears pleasant to our ear is called musical sound. So now we will discuss about musical instruments one by one. So number one, we are discussing about stringed instruments, then wind instrument, and then membrane instruments, and then after that we will discuss about plate type musical instrument. So first of all we are discussing about stringed instrument. So what are stringed instruments? Now you can see here, stringed instruments make use of a string or wire to produce vibrations and sound. The frequency of sound is varied by varying the length of vibrating wire. So here you can see that stringed instruments, when the strings are plucked or struck or played with a bow, they vibrate to produce a musical sound. Pitch of the sound of stringed instrument, it can be changed by altering its length. So now we are discussing about the next instrument, that is wind or reed instrument. So after this we are discussing the next animation about wind or reed instrument. For example, flute. I am showing you in the next slide. Here you can see the wind instruments. So what are wind instruments? Wind instruments use the principle of a vibrating air columns to produce sound. For example, flute, shehnai and clarinet, these are the examples of wind instrument. So here you can see in the animation that in these instruments the air is blown in either directly or through the reeds. Flute, shehnai, these are the examples of wind instruments. So you can see in the animation. Now we are discussing about the third instrument, that is membrane instrument. Yes, membrane musical instrument. These are produced sounds by the vibrations of thin stretched membrane. For example, tabla, dholak, drum and dapli. So these are the membrane musical instruments. So you can see in the animation that these type of instruments, they have a taut membrane over a hollow metal or wooden frame. So when the membrane is struck, it produces a musical sound. So after this we are discussing the next instrument, that is number 4, that is Gana Vadya. So here you can see the next one, or you can say plate type musical instrument. Now for example, here we are discussing about bell used in performing puja and cymbal, that is manjira. So plate type musical instrument, they produce the musical sounds by the vibrations of thick plates, or you can tell them Gana Vadya also. So these are the some musical instruments which are exclusively used in our country. Okay, so these are also known as Gana Vadya. For example, manjira, bells used in performing puja. So after this we are discussing about the next topic, that is noise pollution. So here you can see, next we are discussing about noise pollution. So what is noise pollution? The presence of loud, unwanted and unbearable sound in our environment is called noise pollution. And it is the phenomenon of, yes, and you know about that it is a phenomenon of 20th century. And what are the sources of noise pollution? So you know that road traffic, jet planes, train, construction sites, factory uses of loudspeakers, lightning of crackers during festivals, and noise from radio and television. These are the sources of noise pollution. So now we will discuss about harmful effects of noise pollution. So what are the harmful effects of noise pollution? So we will discuss here. Like in this animation, you can see that sudden exposure to high noise level that can cause permanent deafness by rupturing the eardrum. Here you can see the in this animation. Yes. So after this, we are discussing about the next harm, that is cause a person to lose concentration in his work or studies. And third one is noise pollution cause headache and inability to concentrate on work. We can't concentrate on work when there will be noise. And high noise level can lead to nervous tension and increase of blood pressure. So this was regarding harmful effects of noise pollution. So now what are the measures of noise pollution? How can we control it? So number one, we should not play radio, stereo systems and television too loudly. And second, other is the bursting of crackers should be avoided. And the horns of motor vehicles should not be blown unnecessarily. So we are discussing about measures. Loud noise factories and airports should be away from residential areas. And trees should be planted along roads. Why? To reduce the noise pollution. So now we will discuss about hearing impairment. So what is hearing impairment? Yes. It means that a person has damaged hearing ability and cannot hear properly. Okay? Here you can see that in this animation you can see that. So, thank you.